I'm Tony from Farout Charters in Lakes Entrance. I've been chartering since 2003 and life is great. There is nothing better than getting hit in the head with sinkers every day and getting hooks jammed in your arms. I absolutely love it. But I tell you what, when you cop a gurnet in the arse, that really takes the cake. You get back to the jetty, the knees are wobbling, and you think, by hell, I hope that ambulance is on the way. But after all that, I still love my job. I clean 100 snapper every day and absolutely love it. It's the best job in the world.
So, been sitting out in the canyons for a little while now and watching the rod tip, and we're all just about to fall asleep. We got a tiny little bite. It would have been, I've seen 60 centimetre flathead bite harder than what this thing did. But the boys just sat there for a little while, popped the brick off, and then slowly, a couple more taps, and then the rod just started to load off and peel off line slowly. But fish hasn't really done much yet, just sort of sitting there, hasn't taken a good run, so who knows what it is. Still have a very long way to go.
I'll tell you what, the tense moment is not the fight of the sword. It might be for the angler. Jack might think, oh gee, this is hard.
Those big tail kicks.
It's not hard at all, right? He's only winding it up.
So we just got the top shot back on the reel, sort of halfway up it, and then the fish has finally started doing something. It's not doing much, but it's taking a little bit of line, which is a good sign.
The hard part is when you get the sucker next to the boat.
That line's coming right up. There he is, oh you beauty!
And he looks up at you and says, I don't like the look of you. And he's generally looking at me. And then he goes the other way. And you got a hold of that leader, and you know that you've got to hold it.
All right, this might be a big 30-foot deep V, but Tony is steering this thing like an absolute jet ski. He's so manoeuvrable. And here we go, we've got the leader coming up now.
He's got the top shot on the reel. It's coming over to the boat, and Wayne grabbed the leader.
Wayne's going to jump in, grab the wind on. Going to drop the drag down.
Started pulling the fish in, and I think Jack's seen the sword and he thought, that's it, I'm done and dusted. So he stood there like the Eiffel Tower and just stared out in the deep blue and went, holy smoke, that's what a sword looks like. But then quiet old Wayne, the farmer from way back, he let loose on him. He turned around and looked at him and yelled at him, you wind that leader up now.
Here. Oh my God, what a beauty.
Wind the line up.
Oh, I've got no.
But credit to Jack, he done a top job. Wayne done a top job of tracing the fish up, because sometimes they're hard to hold. You get hold of that leader, they want to go the other way. When you've got a man on the leader that knows, I've got to hold this and I've got to hold it until the time comes that we can put the gaff in it, that's what it's all about. I don't think that yesterday, if we didn't have the dive door, we probably would have struggled getting that fish in.
So just going to try to bring him through the door. He's still got a bit of kick left in him.
It was 158 kilo, but 158 kilo to pull up through the dive door.
Baby.
But when you pull that fish through the door and it hits the deck,
You did it.
and Jack comes over and gives you a big kiss on the cheek, you think, how good is this? Hey? Absolutely love it. Wayne's the chief bait stitcher on Farout II. He stitches a bait like he cuts up a lamb, but we catch fish with it, so it doesn't really matter. There's no real right or wrong as far as I'm concerned about how you stitch a bait. As long as that hook's sticking out, it's got a chance to go into the fish. The boys reckon his hat's older than him. The boys reckon that's killed more things than what he has. I love that. I find the fish and he makes sure the bait gets to him in one piece. There's no more to it than that. We run a fair bit of old line around the brick. Wrap the brick up with a bit of line. I put a bit of duct tape on the brick so it doesn't cut it. On the rough days we'll leave the brick on. A lot of people break the bricks off. There's many right and wrongs. But yeah, the most of the bites that we get are when the brick hits the bottom. So whether they see the lights coming down, we've got, I think on that particular rig we had 2 small lights and then we had the bigger light up where the wind-on clips on. So there's 3 lights there. They're just amazing fish. It's like, I don't know, it's like Jurassic Park of the fishing world. And that's why there's a big buzz. Everyone wants to catch one.
All right, so I've caught a lot of game fish, caught yellowfin, I've caught bluefin, I've caught marlin, but I think this probably has to top it. This is definitely the most incredible fish I've ever caught. It's just a huge, thick beast. Look at these eyes, and I've never seen a bill like this before. I'm so stoked.
I caught my first one last year. I've been fishing for them for 25 years. The best sword that I've seen cleaned is by Wayne. And generally, if you grab a fish that Wayne's filleted and you hold it up to the light, you'll be able to see the light right through it. The more people realise that we've got a world-class fishery here in lakes, the more boats that are coming and coming. It's getting bigger and bigger. There's a lot of ground out there. There's Everard Canyon, which is it's out of reach for a lot of boats unless they go from Cape Conrad or Mullakuta. But here we've got Bass Canyon, that produces a lot of fish. Then you've got Edamone, you've got Archer Canyon. So we've got great country. We've got a lot of bottom fish, blue eye, harpooka, ling. There's a lot of bait there. Lakes Entrance is the biggest southern fishing port there is. The facilities, East Gippsland Shire, these guys make sure that fishermen have got the facilities. Now last season we were hanging fish out of trees and the Shire approached me and said, Tony, what can we do about that? I said, well, we need a gantry. So they invested well over $25,000 in putting the gantry up where Jack weighed his fish. We're no Bermagui by any standards with the marlin bite they've had up there. But when it comes to Victoria, we're probably the best sword fishery there is in Australia. I got a 9 metre Bass Strait built by Greg Salmon in Bairnsdale, Bass Strait boats. My first boat was a 24 footer with twin outboards, and I had that boat for 12 years and absolutely loved it. It went quick, only took 6 people, but the demand for people going fishing with Tony sort of increased over the years to the point where I was knocking back a lot of people. I just couldn't take them. So I went and did my Master 5, and that allows me to go 100 nautical miles out to sea. So the Farout II, she's got a diesel, a stern drive. It's got the duo prop leg on it. Very reliable engine. I've done 800 hours now and very happy with it. Fuel consumption is great.
That's what we said.
And look after it, it'll last forever. Boat's 6 tonne, so she's not your average trailer boat. It's oversized, so it's flashing lights and signs. But the fuel consumption side of the diesel, compared to the twin outboards, this thing's cheaper to run than my old boat with the twin outboards. Now, you know, a few days ago I said to some guys that had a couple of Suzukis on the back of their boat, and I said, how much fuel did you go through? And they said, oh, about 240 litres. Well, I was 250. and we fish the same area. So you're talking possibly double the weight in vessel and same amount of fuel. So the diesel might not be as quick, but it's a lot bigger boat and it's a lot more comfortable ride. If it takes me an extra 15 minutes to get to where you're going in the super fast boat, chances are I'm going to have a kettle on and make a cuppa on the way while you're holding onto the rail thinking, geez, we got there 10 minutes quicker than Tony. But don't worry, if it's calm enough, we can even get the fry pan out, get a couple of pancakes happening. Yeah, look, the duo props, I love them because they grip, which is, it's really good, because if you're backing up like yesterday on the sword, we had to back up a bit. The swords are pretty crazy. They go from one side of the boat to the other in seconds. So I did say to Jack, listen mate, I'm a bit irate in the props. Make sure you hold on, because when I want to go somewhere, I'll just give it to it and we're going to go there. And he did comment on how the boat responds for a 9 metre boat. Well, the Farout II gear, get ready to open your wallet, because it ain't cheap. That's the first thing I'll tell you. Make sure you got enough cash in the bank before you swipe the card. But when you get out there and you turn it on and you see them pictures, it's like watching cartoons when you're a kid. You turn the sounder on, you're in 600 metres of water and you're looking at blue-eye trevally like you're looking at snapper in 20 metres of water. The TZ Touch 2, absolutely brilliant piece of gear. What you can do on there, I haven't even got to the point where I know what I can fully do with it. Turn it on, I want to see fish and I want to know where they are, that's it. I've got 2 deckies. Ronnie's my first decky, he does the snapper and stuff like that. He's been with me for 12 years now. He's a retired fisherman. A lot of people have seen him on the boat over the years. Absolute gold. Doesn't talk much, doesn't need to, because actions for him is words. We have fun on the charters. It's not, yeah, it's a business, but it's a great day on the water. It's about showing people a good time, what Lakes Entrance has to offer. You know, people just go, I never knew. Until I've come with you, I never realised. You know, and then they go home and they cook up a feed of fish with their family. And there's nothing better than getting a message at 8 o'clock at night with people saying, mate, we just had that fish. Best we've ever eaten. You know, Lakes Entrance is 4.5 hours east of Melbourne. You got flights directly from Melbourne all over the world. So it's just a matter of ringing up the accommodation providers, jumping on a plane, landing in Melbourne, and then 4.5 hours later you're in God's country. When you wake up in the morning and you walk outside and you suck that sea air in, there's nothing better for your body.